Good evening, everyone. This is Henry Gambell with SimplerOptions.com, and in tonight's free video, I wanted to bring kind of pretty straightforward and simple, but at the same time a diverse group of tickers to look at. I tell you in pretty much all of these free videos that the squeeze is one of the best signals I've ever used. Just the way it measures price, its compression, and expansion can be a really good tool. So when you start thinking about that and a couple different names to trade, I like the way Michael Kors is holding up here. So you look at it overall to note a pattern of higher highs and higher lows. You're pulling back holding the daily moving averages that I generally like to see, just to tell you that the trend is still intact. And even though the last squeeze was driven by earnings, what you would focus on is coming back and looking at this signal. Now this one fired short, but wasn't really a sharp move lower, kind of consolidated. This is what you're trying to catch, is when the signal fires to the long side and you're in the move like this. So in a similar way, this is our point of consolidation. This is the range of consolidation I am working with. And if it breaks here, I'm wrong. If it breaks up to this side, there can be some decent cash to be made in it. So, this retailer sector has been, I think, overall pretty good, and that's just one more way of looking at playing it. Now, a couple other names that'll bring some diversity to that. You've got Viper Energy. It's come up a couple of times in charts that I like to review, but it really opens a door to show you too how different people will look at trading this in a different way, because this actually offers a really nice dividend. So for a lot of what we look at, we like doing the shorter term options trades and really keeping the ideas, where you're not tying up capital for a very long period of time. If you would prefer to look at this from a little bit longer term perspective, it's the same way of thinking, that these signals have been helpful in moving the next run higher. And I think that's what you've got right there in Venom. If you're willing to take the shares of it, you could also consider the idea of selling the 40 puts naked, because then if you catch the squeeze, it'll be a quick return on your cash. If you have to take the assignment of the shares, then we've discussed the reasons why that may be helpful also. So those are two good names to look at, and the last one I'm looking at with Cal-Maine Foods. Here again, just trying to offer a little bit of a diversification in what you're going to be looking at, but still using the exact same signal. So when you look at this one, the main thing I would have you consider is that into earnings, you might be looking at a little bit of a bid, and you have a daily squeeze where those same moving averages continue to be respected, and I think the push up into a new high against 52.30 is a tradable move. So we'll see where things open up tomorrow, but that'll give you 3 different names to look at for different types of opportunity, and I hope you find that helpful.